Welcome back, everyone. We all made it back to Skaan in some semblance of one piece, except for poor Peregrine, who was in the end, the one to pay the physical price for Wither's little misadventure down to the deep, deep depths. It seems he will live, but he will be losing, or rather has already lost, an arm and a leg over it. And Orcarus and Wither are both, in their own ways, planning to pursue investigations, either into the thefts of reforged items, or the possible assassination attempt that Orcarus was witness to. There are some curious goings-on that have attracted your collective attention, and Wither, in particular, now has a burning objective that is driving them to see Peregrine made whole again. Meanwhile, Thessia, your family situation has taken another turn for the worse overall? Question mark?
Yippee!
A little up. There's some ups and downs. Your grandfather survived, quite possibly due to your intervention and the sacrifice of your precious family heirloom. But it's costing your family more and more by the day. It's now, it's just going to be the four of you in that big, big empty house.
That's okay.
And I think that's where we're going to begin tonight. Your hopes to reverse your family's declining fortune may rest on finding new ways to leverage your skills, your considerable abilities, on behalf of your family, which you also spoke to your sibling about. And today is a new day. The ring rises, the light returns to the city, and you have an opportunity to take your first steps there today. And how would you like to go about doing such? Are we going to school?
Yeah, I should go to school because I have once again neglected my duties for multiple days unintentionally. And I feel like I am making good progress with, I forget the student's name, but I was...
Dimak, probably.
Yeah. We didn't hit it off perfectly immediately, but by the end, he seemed to kind of start to understand the process, at least. So, hopefully, we can wrap up his studies.
All right. Let's see. So, Thessia, you leave in the morning, make your way toward the colleges, and as you reach the white stone blues and browns of the Lyceum, you notice the district seems a little bit... You could almost go so far as to say on edge. People don't seem anxious per se, but there is a stiffness of formality that is quite unusual for this district, where people will just idly discuss science and philosophy while eating pastries and dates on a bench. People are walking around quite upright and speaking quickly and quietly and going about their business. And it doesn't take you long to spot probably the cause for this, which is there's an unusual number of armored figures standing around, decked out in soft blue tones, and not moving in great packs, but rather stationed here and there, keeping watch, keeping tabs on the comings and goings of people. Everything that's going on here is being observed for some reason.
Huh. Um, I think I'll try to, like, move over to someone and just kind of, like, pass them, like, hey, I just got here this morning. I couldn't help but notice there are some, unique individuals from the usual around here. Do you have any idea what that's about?
The young man you're addressing kind of in response to you bringing them up, almost subconsciously smooths out his robe and neatly folds his hands and takes a look around before moving closer to you to half whisper his answer. Yes, they say it's someone's private guard. Someone very important visiting the district, perhaps, although usually they don't come so ostentatiously. This is meant to be a place of learning, after all.
Yeah, it's a bit of a show of force.
I don't
Have
like
we
it.
moved maps?
No.
Nope.
Okay, sorry.
Squeaky, squeaky. If someone's squeaking a chair, the guards kill them.
There's a very large mouse.
We're trying to trap it without spooking it. Where all these guards are at? Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, the mouse!
The mouse! It will hear. It will kill.
It knows a rune.
Squeak. Squeak.
Huh. All right. Well, thank you. You have yourself a nice day.
You as well. He kind of readjusts his arms so that he's got a better grip on the stack of tablets that are tucked under one of them, and he walks quickly and quietly toward a nearby building and heads in.
Yeah, Fessia, she's gonna walk normal. Because she's like, I'm not gonna try and be sneaky because that's just gonna draw more attention. Especially from me and how much attention I've gained in this district over the last couple of weeks. And her brain space is like, if they were here for me, they would have just come to my house. So
Likely true, yes.
so she is just going to make her way to the college, and she will be a little nosy in the fact of, like, as she's walking, she'll try to, like, catch conversation to see if there's any other, like, little bits and bobs of details.
Okay. Well, here, if we're gonna make a little roll for that, which we may well do, let me just stick you here so we've got a little more of a visual going on as we do.
No, don't stick me. Ah!
And let's see. Yeah, you can go ahead and give me a roll to do.
Yeah. I will just do wild because I have no color. Hey, all right.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yes, as you get closer to the colleges, you find some people who seem to be discussing events a little more specifically, and it seems as though there was some kind of relatively high-profile official visit by a city magistrate to the College of Igniters yesterday evening, and they brought what one woman describes kind of with a sort of grumbling tone as a small army with them as just a personal escort, and they've left some of them behind.
Yeah, that's the weird part. Why leave anyone behind if this all took place last night? think
And since
Festia...
you rolled so high, I'll let you ask me, the GM, a follow-up question that I will answer via what you're overhearing.
I guess, if possible, I would love to know who this magistrate was. I think I have a pretty good idea of who it must be.
Yes, your mind immediately goes to a potential candidate, and as you're nearing the College of Alteration, you do catch some other people over talking about it who specifically mention a ruby-colored woman in a gown.
Oh, so it's not Etria.
Nope, that's what Etria looks like.
Oh. Oh yeah, I guess she is Ruby.
She's various gems, but yes, they give you a description that could be taken to, I guess she's more purple than red.
Yeah, that's
Ruby,
why my...
Yeah, you know what, that's fair. It's probably more accurate to describe her hue as like amethyst.
Also, she like Nike, so I was like, this must be new. This must be a totally new person. Okay.
Bro, I never noticed she got them acrylics on. Whoa.
Yeah, no, they look nice.
You know what? Yeah, no, you're correct. There's no illustrated straps for her gown, because they were part of a concept art full body that was used to make this icon, but they didn't make the leap to the final icon. So, you know what? Fair play to you. The description I gave is completely not helpful for identifying this
Do I
person.
get experience?
Do I get a fate point?
You know what? I would take a family
You get the
sacrifice.
satisfaction of me looking a fool.
Yeah. Okay.
I've fooled you. I've cheated you. I've cheated you all, and you never even knew.
You tricked me.
You tricked me.
Yeah. Okay.
The person you overheard is just colorblind and blind.
It's the telephone game of like as it's been going, and I've been like, it was some topaz man in a propeller hat.
He was 8 feet tall and roller skates.
Whatever the hell those are. Yeah, she'll continue onwards and kind of noodle on like, I guess Etria is most likely here to begin the process of that connection of the more religious side, not like fully taking over or anything like that, but building that bridge of like connection between the two. But it's curious that she would go to the Igniters first. I'm wondering if Kreatar did something. And I'm going to go this way because I want to see the special effects of being under a bridge.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Budget.
Ooh. Yeah. And
the kind of thing that only an insane person would attempt in Roll20 is entirely achievable here.
Thanks to the power of Foundry being logical. Yeah, I'll keep going, and again, I just like keep listening out for not even specifically, like specifics involving Etria and whatnot, but just anything else that might catch my ear of interest. Like if anyone's still talking about the fact, I was like, yeah, did you see that bloodied Twiceborn yesterday and things like? Because I imagine that's also been whispered about, because that's honestly that's pretty blasphemous, quite frankly, to see that happen.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna let you milk this 23 one last time because it is quite high. So yeah, I'll give you one last thing as you're just about there. You do catch the odd word about several Twiceborn making their way through the city. One of them gravely injured, being carried by someone else, and you catch an odd whisper or two. They say that the Twiceborn who was at death's door was being carried by the Chisel of Gaia.
Oh. Well, I just got rid of my chisel, so that's still flattering. Interesting. Actually, ooh, this can get me points with Etria. Interesting. Peregrine, I'm sorry for what happened, genuinely, but this does help me quite a bit.
You are now part of my advertising campaign.
A little bit. Yeah.
All right. You you reach the college. Let's go ahead and give you some music. Nope. It's you walk through the doors, stand once more in the familiar marble lobby, and that same feeling of slight tension doesn't seem to have reached here. In fact, if anything, the place seems a little more convivial than usual.
Ooh, what a fun word. Very thankful for that. Takes a deep sigh and is like, okay, I need to head to class, maybe bump into Mikrios just to check in on him and make sure he's all right, and if there's anything I can help him with. And yeah.
Actually, immediately you notice that off to the side in the sort of informal discussion space of the lobby, Mikrios is talking to Ninarel at the moment.
Well, I'm sure Ninarel would love to see me. She's always happy to see me. Thessia kind of pops on up and takes a polite bow. Good morning.
Oh, morning, Thessia.
Yeah, fair.
They were in the middle of speaking something, and each looked fairly animated. And as you approach, Ninarel kind of turns to you, looks you up and down very quickly, looks back to Mikrios. We'll speak more of this later.
Well, no
Stands
need to
up
stop on my account. I apologize.
No, it's no trouble. I have other duties I should be seeing to anyway. Thessia,
Yes.
have you begun making efforts to engage our student body in cross-rune studies? I couldn't help but think of your stated position at the tribunal.
Yes, I've been developing a few lessons that I think might be a good path. I'm also looking forward to reaching out to the other schools and learning more about their processes as well.
Yes, but have you instructed any students in particular to attempt to use other runes?
No. Not yet. I unfortunately was whisked away to assist a twiceborn that had been heavily injured.
I think I may have heard something about that. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised at this point to hear that you were involved.
With the helping.
Yes, of course. She thinks about what you told her before that. I see. Well, should you decide to begin trying to put these study plans into effect, I trust that you will discuss them with me first.
Of course. That
Good.
makes the most sense to me.
She turns back to Mikrios and kind of exchanges a look with him, and then sweeps away and hurries off up the stairs.
I can never tell. Is she still mad at me?
She's I think she's a little on edge lately. Not even because of the tribunal, so I guess that means not because of you, probably. Well, it's she seems to be a little concerned about college secrets leaking out. And she wouldn't really give me a straight answer as to why she's suddenly concerned by that, but I think if I had to make my best guess, he slips off the stool and dusts himself off. If I had to make my best guess, it's probably still due to the way that you and your grandfather both knew to show up at our meeting before the tribunal. The one that was supposed to be a secret.
Ah, that. Well, I don't know. Maybe secrets aren't so great. Gives a little shrug.
She hasn't said this, but I think she might suspect I had something to do with that, since you and I are,
Apologies.
I would have just chosen to invite you from the beginning. So I think she might think I went over her head, but I don't know. Seems like just that one thing might not be enough to get her to react like this, so he puts his hands up.
I feel like she's the sort that would have just confronted you about that.
Yeah, unless she thinks I don't know and she's trying to keep me on my toes, see how I act now. I don't know.
I don't care for that. I can always inform her that, you are not. But
he gets a... He seems to have, even as he's been talking about this with you, it seems like he's had half his mind somewhere else. He's kind of looking off to the side staring into the middle distance right now.
Thessia, looks behind her almost, then turns back. I'm sorry, if I'm preventing you from doing something...
No. I gotta ask, too. I'm, not that I don't think you weren't being honest or anything, but...
Fair.
You haven't been coaching the students on other runes yet, right?
No.
Okay.
Why? Is that already a hot button topic?
One of the students I work with got the Rune of Stillness tattooed on their hand and was trying to make use of it.
Oh my god.
Hasn't made any progress like you'd expect.
Right.
As if it was going to be that easy.
We'd have done it by now.
Yeah, no kidding. But, try tell that to people who are new to the craft and are discovering new things every day.
I suppose they're also excited at the possibility of them being the first.
Them being the first, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why go for the tattoo immediately? Why would you not just, try them first?
I suppose they think it's their way of showing their devotion, how far they're willing to go to try and achieve that.
All right, well, I guess I need to hop on this a bit sooner than I realized. I didn't think people would jump to that extreme immediately. I was hoping they would. I guess it makes sense. Like you said, they're new. Right.
And I don't blame you for it, but you put out a big clarion rallying cry at the tribunal, and I think there's probably students among all the colleges right now who are dreaming every night about being the first. Being the one to make that breakthrough.
That makes sense, and they'll be sorely disappointed because I'm going to do it. So.
I believe you. When you say it like that, I believe you. Okay.
Well, thank you for the update. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, I just don't want any of these kids hurting themselves.
No, of course not.
Whether it's getting a tattoo or... I don't know, someone from another college deciding it's make or break time. I'll unlock my shaping powers by stacking heavier and heavier rocks on myself until I get it or my body gives out. I've seen people do stupid things when they get carried away, dreaming about, glory and all of that.
Can't imagine that. Well.
I mean, I know there's no point in telling you any of that, but I think I can be generous enough to say you know what you're doing. A lot of these kids don't yet.
Right. I mean, even with knowledge, we're not immune to making mistakes, but...
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah. Well... Don't worry, that's why we're here. We'll guide them down the right path.
I hope so.
I know so.
All right. I've got a class to get to. Good luck with the rest of your day.
Yes, right back at you. Thank you so much.
I think some of the senior instructors also wanted to get a word with you sometime. I'm sure they'll just walk up to you and start talking at you. But, just be aware. You're a hot commodity now.
Well, it's nice to be wanted, tosses her hair.
Mm.
Thank you for always kind of being my eyes and ears before I walk through the door.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why Ninarel's so suspicious, right?
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry.
I'm just messing with you. He gives you a friendly little punch in the shoulder. If it ever becomes too much for me to handle, don't worry, I'll be the first one to say so.
Please do. You're a nice guy. I don't want you to feel like you're being taken advantage of.
All right. Master Thessia gives you a little bow.
Master Mikros? Well, hell. She'll start making her way to probably her first class. Again, I think it's that one-on-one study, more or less.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Here we are. Ah, lovely. Icon's still there from last time.
Yep, hey. It pays to not go to school for 10 sessions.
All right, let's see. Let's load this bad boy. And let's go ahead and do a little music swapperoo. Let's go for I'm getting my Discord is blowing up, I assume. Okay, yeah, there's nothing to do with this game. Okay, good.
Yeah, no. No one's there like, Hank!
Hello. I was worried maybe it was like Oz or Austin had like lost power and were text messaging me on my phone to be like,
You gotta give us power!
Yeah, you make your way to the classroom where you had previously been working with Democ, the sculptor's apprentice, and this was the day you were scheduled for your next private tutoring session. He's here, waiting and ready, sitting kind of with his hands folded just below his face, staring intently at the work pit here when you come in.
Good morning. My, you are here a little earlier than I anticipated.
Ah, Master Thessia, great.
Well,
I've been trying to put into practice some of the things we worked at last time.
excellent. And how did that go?
I think I'm understanding some of what you were telling me last time. I've been trying to hold back and not get so frustrated and let that make me use too much power and break more stuff as I try to work. And what I've been trying out is I've sort of been using the rune to do the rough work and then going in with just the normal old chisel and such for the fine detailing, and that's worked a little better.
Okay. But it's not enough.
I need to find a way to do it faster without doing it harder. Like, now I'm not breaking the stone anymore when I'm not intending to, but it's... My master's not really satisfied with the rate that I can go. It would be beyond his expectation if I weren't a shaper, but I am, so...
And so suddenly there's a lot more pressure, despite the fact that he does not know how this works at all.
No, I think he's kind of under the impression that, that if shapers were willing to work as hard as the rest of us, that they could just wave their hand and turn a rock into a statue like that.
Thessia kind of cups her chin and thinks, there are some Thale users that possibly could do that, but I think you'd be able to count them on barely one hand. That being said, the benefit of having Thale is actually the direction you've already been going. Thale is extremely powerful, but if you want those finer details, sometimes it can be less efficient than just using the tool. But using it as a base to kind of get the rough shape, now that saves you a lot of time and a lot of monotony.
Okay. He rubs his hands together and kind of dusts them off, and takes a chisel in one hand. Okay. I get plenty of practice working on this with my master breathing down my neck and correcting my technique. But I haven't had much practice yet with you doing that, so...
Do you want me to be remarkably picky?
Tell me something, just tell me something to sculpt, and I'm just gonna go for it, and you can tell me what I am doing wrong.
All right.
Does that sound all right? Okay.
I think that's a lovely idea. I think it'd be wise to give you an object or something that you can actually see in the moment. So, I think what Thessia will do is, I'm looking around the room to see if there's anything in particular. Nah, I guess. She's just gonna reach for this hammer and just, like, hold it out. I'd like you to make this. I know it looks very basic, but you commented on the fact that you want to have more precise modifications to the stone. Let's start with a more simple shape, and one that you're familiar with.
Okay. Big sized, like this whole rock, or the same size as that?
Let's... You know what? Let's start with something a little more tricky to see where we're at, and then we'll kind of back off from there. Let's try and make something of a similar size. Plus, again, this will lean back into what you're hoping to get to, which is those finer details. So using the rune for grander changes, but in a smaller area.
All right. Okay. Just a hammer, then. Okay, so, Thessia, if you could go ahead and give me, I'll let you roll to die here. And you can lock in what you think is appropriate based on... Yes. I want you to make a hammer for killing children.
So says the chisel of Gaia.
Kid Killer, the legendary hammer. And then, I think that makes sense anyway, because you've been going for what I think is a fairly logical approach. And then, you can give me a roll to do. And, see how good your instruction is here. This is gonna be opposed by,
So if he... Oh, okay.
Okay.
Child's
That'll be
bane.
good for 7 toward the challenge.
Do I know how close I'm getting?
Well, he uses Thale, he grips his hands against the stone, and you see his fingers sink in a little ways and curl up, and then he just pulls a small hunk of rock out of the hole here. You see a little sweat bead on his brow. For a shaper of your it's like Scoob of your power and experience, separating one piece of stone like this would not be much of a challenge, but for less experienced shapers, manipulating hard stone is actually quite challenging just in and of itself.
Right.
So with some effort, he pulls away a small hunk of rock here and holds it in one hand, takes the chisel and taps and scratches to form the rune on its surface, lays a hand on it, and begins sort of slowly pressing his hands together until that piece of stone begins to elongate out a bit, like working bread dough. He slowly rolls it out to about the length of the hammer's shaft, and then reaches back into the main hunk of rock, pulls out some more, and kind of holds this smaller rock at the end of it, trying to appraise whether he has enough to form the head of the hammer. And he taps these two pieces of stone together a few times, and then scratches the side of his head. I don't know if this is going to work. I didn't get enough stone on the first one, but there's not enough stone left to form the hammer out of just this, but I don't know if I can get this to fuse cleanly. Have you
Well,
ever used this to fuse two stones together?
I have a few times.
Of course.
Actually, I'll be quite honest. I'm really impressed that this is the route you're taking immediately. This is usually a pretty difficult thing to do. But the fact that your instinct was to do that, and the fact that you're already considering how much mass you have to work with is excellent. And I'm not just trying to butter you up. I think you're really thinking ahead.
Well, you have to if you're sculpting, if you take a block of marble and it's not big enough to make the sculpture you were setting out to make, you can chisel it as much as you want. In the end, you're just going to have to break it down and throw it away and get an entirely new hunk of marble. So, yeah, no, we're trained to not make that mistake. You really only have to make it once before you realize, I need to make sure this never happens again.
That makes sense.
Okay. Maybe if he kind of taps them together and see him working up some physical force into his hands as he's trying to basically merge the top of his long piece of stone into his fatter, squatter one.
Now, remember, with Thale, despite the fact that we work with rock, we shouldn't be forcing this. That's how we break it. It's similar to when you're doing your sculpting. Just take deep breaths, and we can go about this slowly. This doesn't have to happen in an instant. We just need it to work.
He pauses. He sets down the longer piece, takes the smaller one in both hands, and kind of presses his thumb into one side of it and slowly works it back and forth and begins to form a small, long divot in it. Then reaches and grabs this piece of stone and starts to kind of screw it in almost. Okay, if I can this most of the way. And then he kind of begins kneading around the edges of it to fuse them. Okay. He gives it a few tentative taps against this larger stone embedded in the wall. Okay, well, it didn't fall out right away. That's something.
Hey, I think that's pretty darn good.
I think the detailing... He kind of studies the shape of this for a bit and begins massaging the stone closer and closer to that. I think this would probably take a while to get it exact, but this is probably almost usable as a hammer. Well, a hammer that would, shatter and crack if you hit it too hard against anything, really. But
absolutely.
There's a reason we don't make them out of stone to begin with.
Yes. But our mission was to recreate the shape, and you've actually gone a bit further and done some fusion.
Yeah. Huh. I don't think I've ever tried to do it like that before.
And so, you've gone for it naturally. Which is, again, one of the things that I think is so wonderful about runes, is that a lot of it, I know you don't want to hear it, but a lot of it does come from feeling and instinct. Yes, having the knowledge and how it works is extremely beneficial, but Thale is a magnificent rune in the fact that it is only limited by imagination. And you took it at more of an engineer approach, which is excellent and provides this result. Do you mind if I examine?
Oh, of course. He hands it over to you.
Yeah, so basically what we're looking at is like, it is the general shape and like a little rough in the, like general smoothness and whatnot, right? Is that kind of
Yeah,
what
this is like a caveman hammer. This is like a tool age hammer in terms of its squatness. It doesn't have the elegant shape you can make by properly casting metal into a hammer head. But it is the right approximate shape. The stone is fused a bit superficially. Probably if you swung this a lot, you might be able to get the head to pop off of
Right.
the smaller piece of stone. But for a first effort, this is not bad, objectively.
Huh. I think you've done a stellar job here. And you've already pointed out some things that could use improvement, but again, for a first try, this is very nice. So, because I know you're the sort that likes to keep pushing, what do you say, now that we've got an amazing baseline, you do try to smooth it out? But also be mindful that because the stone has been manipulated so much, it may not be perfectly stable. So this is where, again, we need to lean into that precision and those finer details that you are seeking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He takes it back from you and sits down on the floor, kind of sets it down, peers at it, and starts to very slowly prod at it here and there, kind of smoothing out bits, making the end a little pointier, trying to get the he takes the stool at one point and uses this to give him a 90-degree angle with the floor so that he can try and get the head to be a perfect 90-degree angle. And I'm gonna have him make a roll. Let's see.
Come
This
on,
is going
kid.
to roll to D.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Does he pass?
Yep, that's the DC.
Oh.
He works at it for a bit, and goes over and compares a few times. He takes this hammer and sets it down beside his, and at a certain point, he kind of just like flops over on the floor. Oh, okay. I don't think I can get it any closer than this.
May I see?
Yep. He slides them both across the floor, and kind of remains seated, looks up at you nervously for evaluation.
Yeah, I take a deep inspection, and I like almost over-exaggerate a little bit just to make him, like, sweat a bit. Just like, Oh, there's a good face that I could use for this. Okay.
What do you think?
Well, I'd say you did pretty darn well. No, again, the detailing is quite nice. You also you used your environment to help you with the process, to provide it a more accurate 90-degree angle on it. I think you really are understanding the basics, and now it really boils down to practice, which, yeah, sucks, but practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes consistency. And that's what we really want from this. Because
oh, go ahead.
she goes, because right now, this was a lot of effort, but as you do similar things more and more, it becomes natural, and that makes it faster.
He claps his hands together and stands up excitedly, and then immediately and leans against this.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, I'm fine. Stood up really quickly there. It really, even when you're trying to not use a lot of force, it takes force to not use force with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't really gotten used to it.
Well, I don't expect you to, but you've made marvelous progress in just the 2 lessons we've worked together.
Yeah, I feel like you've really mentored another shaper to reach a breakthrough. He says, reading your character sheet.
Did I do it?
You have indeed
Oh
fulfilled
my
that condition.
God! It's happening!
Ron Paul, it's happening. .gif.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go ahead and mark that off.
Okay, and I'll burn EXP later. Yes, good things are
Whew.
happening.
Okay. I have to get to work, actually. But,
Oh,
yeah, it's gonna be a fun day going in with this much stamina, but it was worth it. It'll be worth it.
would you... I don't know if this is the case. Do you want, like, a note from your professor letting you get, like, an extra break in there or something like that?
I
don't think that would work, would it?
I don't think that would work, no. I appreciate the offer. If I were going to be late for, for primary school as a child, perhaps, but, no, I don't think it's an excuse my master's gonna accept until he sees the results it's paying off.
Would bringing the hammer you created help in that at all, do you think? Or do you think he'd just be remarkably critical over something he doesn't understand?
He looks down at it. I think I would like to bring it with me.
Oh.
Not even necessarily to show him. I think I just want to keep this. He looks at this large hunk of rock in the wall. It's right, like no one's gonna miss it, right?
No. I want you to take it. If you're proud of your work, that's all the more reason to take it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Master Thessia.
And thank you for listening. And honestly, you've shown me a couple things today.
He kind of scratches the side of his head, a little embarrassed. Well, I'm glad. I don't know if you ever want to take up sculpting, maybe I can pay you back properly.
You know, honestly, I might take you up on that. I'm very fascinated by the craft, and I'd love to see the more direct approach with it. Just because Thale, a lot of the... Yes, it is incredibly useful, and we are capable of doing some marvelous things, but I feel like the intimacy of the art gets lost because of it. You know what I mean?
I suppose most people, if they want to make something artistic, yeah, probably the Rune of Symmetry would seem more applicable to most people.
That's true. Might have to investigate.
I'd be happy to show you a thing or two, just as soon as you get done, unifying all the runic colleges and reinventing society as we know it.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot today. It's a work in progress, and I am confident in its success.
I'm a little more confident now myself.
That's nice to hear. Well, I don't want you to be late for work. Again, fantastic job today. If you need any more guidance or personal tutorings or any questions, you know where to find me, and I'm happy to help where I can.
Of course. All right. Good day to you, Master Thessia.
Good day to you. He takes a polite bow. Once he leaves, does a double fist pump. Yes! Nailed it!
Yes! My powers! I love the dichotomy of us doing Thessia bits. Like, yes, lovely. We're just having a good time. Have a nice day. Yes, my power.
I mean, let's be real. That is what's happening.
Yeah, it's really funny though.
Let's see here. What the heck? Oh, you know what? I think because Thessia is feeling a little cheeky, she is gonna casually walk over to this little dirt pile, and she's going to try and write the rune that her grandfather made, and she's gonna see if she can make it work here, and see if by chance she can snoop on Ninarel or someone of a higher position, just out of curiosity that it could even work.
Okay, you just want to go ahead and inscribe it in the dirt here?
Actually, she'll do the stone, and then she'll get ready to actually clean it up with Thale and whatnot. Because she's wondering if it needs to be stone that is connected, and she's like, "Would the dirt count? I mean, it's touching, but we'll stick with stone."
Okay. Which stone? Can you just go ahead and
Oh,
show me?
I'm gonna like the actual floor.
Oh, just in the floor. Okay, I gotcha.
yeah, yeah.
I thought you meant one of the ones on the wall. Okay, yeah, just make a tiny little inscription of your grandfather's minor rune into the floor here. Gotcha. Let's see. We want this. I think this is.
She's also feeling more optimistic because she's like, I know the layout of this building like the back of my hand. So she's wondering if that could also play a part in its accuracy. If it's like, how well do you know the area you're trying to like connect with? Oh, should I roll a to do?
You're inscribing it here, and you're immediately trying to achieve what effect with it exactly?
My goal is to extend my sense of hearing to like one of the higher ups offices, just to like see if by chance I can hear anything. And her main thought process here is like, okay, I'm wondering if one of the reasons that this can work is like sound is based on vibration, and she's wondering if it's some weird way of manipulating your sense through stone to feel those like vibrations and be able to translate it back to being like what is actually happening in there.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a roll to do.
Shit.
And you scribe it on the floor, and you're like, and you try and reach out with your senses the way you sometimes do when using Thale, and it sounds like putting your ear up against a piece of solid stone. You get nothing whatsoever.
Kind of puffs up her cheeks. I know this requires practice, and I just literally gave a lesson on it, but this is pissing me off. She just like kind of kicks the ground a bit.
Kicks rock.
Kicks rock. I probably can't just sit here and try again.
No.
No, that makes sense. So instead, what she'll do is...
Or, I mean, in character, you can sit here continuing to try, but you will not get another roll.
Right. So instead, I think what she'll do then is she'll do it like a couple more times and no success. And she's like, all right, well, practice makes consistent. Yeah, whatever I said. And she uses Thale to wipe away the mark entirely. As well as her own rune of Thale on the floor, because she's like, I don't want to vandalize this amazing workspace. And she will head out.
All right. You make your way back down toward the lobby. And as you go, You find an interesting meeting, seemingly having just broken up. As you exit back into the hallway, and I'll go ahead and I'm gonna put you on this map. The space is slightly approximate here, but
sure.
You kind of end up briefly walking alongside as two people depart Ninarel's office at the end of the hallway. Ninarel herself, and a guest that she seemingly was entertaining, who was meeting with her about something. And they're sort of speaking. She's speaking in a hushed tone. Kreatar is speaking in what for him is a hushed tone.
Yeah, impossible for the boy.
As they exit the office.
There's that teacher again. Bitch.
And as they exit her office, their conversation abruptly ends. Like they sort of, as soon as the door opens, they both kind of and like clear their throats and cease speaking as soon as they're potentially audible to other people. She kind of looks up and down the hall, like looks at you for a moment, and then returns into her office. And Kreotar strides down the hallway and kind of thump, thump, thump as the cane goes. And as he passes you, he gives you a little curt nod of acknowledgement, But unusually for him, he doesn't appear inclined at the moment to just immediately Thessia, kind of shit that he usually does. He looks like he looks a little off his game, a little bit like kind of in a hurry. So you may engage him if you wish, but it looks like his
Yeah.
intention is to just kind of stride past you.
She comments on that a little bit. No banter, no grandiose hello, nothing.
Ah, Thessia. I didn't see you there. He
You
very
literally
he
nodded
very
towards
clearly
me.
saw you.
You nodded towards me.
Sometimes people nod for all number of reasons.
Okay.
In any case, no, I'm afraid I've not the time this morning. Pressing College of Incandescence business, you see. Between me and the High Shaper.
And by chance, does this also include, I believe you had an exciting visitor last night, yes?
His ruby eye kind of glows more intensely, and the pupil almost becoming scorching for a moment before narrowing back to its normal scope. Yes, one of the city magistrates came to call upon me. A great honor, I'm sure you'll agree, and a so enjoyable repartee.
Well, congratulations on that. I hope you made a lot of friends, though I don't think that's too hard for you.
Oh, the Palaikaios are beloved the city over,
yeah.
naturally.
Naturally.
I'd be happy to instruct you on family publicity someday if you'd like.
You know, it might not be a terrible idea.
In any case, I'm afraid I am needed back at my own college. We shall have to
course.
continue this later. Feel free to call upon me yourself any time, especially as you get this insane scheme of yours off the ground.
Progress is being made, and I won't lie, I would enjoy speaking with you about it, seeing as, well, you're one of the main people I do know over at the College of Incandescence, and would love to learn some of your basic practices. And of course, I would share Thales with you.
He seems to consider this for a moment, and then waves a hand. We shall see, we shall see. I trust, of course, you've also not forgotten about our conversation before your tribunal.
Nods.
You will let me know, should this plan of yours happen to coalesce, and it appears necessary that our colleges need a singular leader to present a united front.
Of course, but as you recall from our meeting, it takes time, and we need to have a seat warm it. And we need someone to warm the seat first. If you want this to go as smoothly as you would hope, that's my suggestion.
I shall take it under advisement. But you should be advised as well that the House of Palaikaios is not accustomed to waiting. We are accustomed to taking what we desire.
True. True. But why not try a different path for once, yeah? What the hell did you say to me?
Yeah, the fuck did you...
Bitch.
I have many virtues, Thessia of Batalis, but I am alike to my family in one tragically flawed respect. I am not known for my patience. A burst of color ignites behind him, and he resumes walking with heavy thumps as the cane goes down the steps.
Thessia, looks back up the stairs to Ninarel. Huh. Interesting. She'll start making her way out, unless there was, any other lessons I needed to do
No,
here
there's
today?
there's no other business that you're obligated to do at the college today. But there is one other person waiting for you. Well, at least one other person waiting for you as you exit the college and begin returning through the Lyceum. You begin to get the sense that these azure-colored guards they've positioned themselves slightly differently. They're almost in a sort of path, and you begin to see more and more flanking you as you go, and one or two a bit behind you, maintaining a respectful distance, but you quickly realize very definitely trying to herd you in a particular direction.
She'll continue onwards, and at a certain point is like, if you want me to go somewhere, you can just tell me. I'm not interested in causing any trouble.
One of them extends a hand and indicates up a set of steps to a small pavilion.
She goes.
Okay. Let me... Here, let me put you... yeah. That's only very roughly a pavilion, but I think this works better
Serves its purpose.
than floating in the void, so we'll go for this. And just put you here. And you got your boys, and you got your men. Na. Okay, and where is the guest of honor? There we are. Yeah. They kind of shepherd you up steps. Hopefully this will just go. Does it have to load again? No, it has to load again. Oh, well.
I'm at that 99. Okay, we're here.
Okay, let's give you, let's give you, that's a little too nice. Let's try this. Yeah, they kind of show you the way, and at the top of the steps, contemplating the statue here, you see Magistrate Etria. Say a swirl of patterns across amethyst, as she ever is.
Thessia makes her way up and very politely gives a small bow. Lady Etria?
Ah, Master Thessia. What a coincidence us meeting here like this.
So strange, but now that we have the opportunity...
yes, we should make use of it.
Yes, indeed.
I paid a visit to the College of Igniters yesterday
I
to
heard.
vigorously request that they investigate their ranks to determine if any of their members might have decided to engage in violent, illegal, and insurrectionist activity recently. Of course. Go ahead.
Thessia gets a far more serious look and is like, she removes that like kind of friendly smile and whatnot. It's like, oh no, you have serious Thessia now, ma'am.
I thought that might get your attention. Naturally, the High Igniter and their second both vigorously denied that they had any knowledge of such things, but were gracious enough to agree to look into the matter. And I would like you to do the same.
I mean, you didn't even need to request. I am immediately curious. Has this been kept quiet? I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing anything about it.
I imagine rumors have begun to circulate, most of them likely quite inaccurate. It seems though you hadn't heard them yet. Hadn't
No.
heard, perhaps, of any strange occurrences at the Tribunal Hall following your own visit there?
Oh. Well, okay, so I probably would have heard about that incident.
Just a little bit, yeah. I
Did
don't
I not
think...
talk about it?
I think Orcris did mention it to...
Yeah. That's
I
true.
probably
Yeah.
brought it up at least once or twice over the 2-day period.
Yeah, I was
that
just
we
Yeah,
thinking
no,
that.
yeah, that's true.
It'd be crazy if in 2
if
days
it-
of travel.
Even if it wasn't on screen, yeah. I thought maybe Orcris would have, for one reason or another, decided to keep it secret.
Yeah.
But if not, then definitely, yeah. You would have heard probably. You probably know more than she would expect would be possible for you to know, and so it's it's
Right.
up to you to decide how much you want to represent that you know.
Thessia has been learning from Orcris, and she says, yes, that incident I was able to hear bits and pieces of, but it sounds like you're referring to something else.
I'm sure you know that our arrangement can only be made to work if you are able to make the colleges pliable, willing to compromise with me.
Yes.
And I'm sure it goes without saying that any attempt by any rune-touched to invade my office and seize by force my property and, dare I say, my own in-house servants would not be conducive to that arrangement.
I completely agree. I mean, honestly, even before our arrangement, this is unacceptable.
I'm glad we agree. I'm glad that you feel that sense of Skaani duty to think of the good of the city first, even when your own colleagues could potentially be involved in undermining it.
Well, it's no surprise that some might be against the idea. Though from the College of Igniters, that's the part that I find rather surprising.
Indeed, of late it does seem to have been the Shapers who have been the most consistently out of line. And yet...
I mean, that's not fair to the whole college. I mean, I know what's happened.
And yet... The Rune of Thale cannot account for the powers displayed by the individual who attacked the Tribunal Hall and slew several of its guards, who could have easily slain my private scrivener or me, myself, had I been present.
And I'm not doubting, I'm just trying to clarify details. We have confirmation that the rune of incandescence was used.
No, we do not. But it is not a possibility that I am willing to leave unexplored.
Of course.
Naturally, I expect full cooperation from the College of Incandescence, and I expect full cooperation from you, Thessia of Betalus. Be they Igniter, Shaper, or any other rune-touched, I'm sure you know that I would want you to report any seditious activities to me at once.
I mean, that makes the most sense to me. If we have an individual that is using runes for assassination attempts, it undermines everything that we're trying to do now.
It does, doesn't it? It undermines me, and it undermines you as well, considering that your freedom was bought in part with a great deal of pretty words. I advise you to take this very seriously, but I also advise you to treat this as, dare I say, an opportunity. Perhaps, if there is indeed something rotten among the colleges, then exposing it and dealing with it swiftly and judiciously could see you bolster your own influence among them.
I won't lie, that did cross my mind.
Remember, Thessia of Betalis, your value to me is as someone who can ultimately wield influence among the colleges on my behalf. And this will be the first test of that value. And should that value prove hollow, I may be inclined to reconsider our arrangement. I don't want that for either of us.
No. Especially because we really haven't even started.
Indeed. We shouldn't let this fruitful partnership wither on the vine.
I agree. So, you will understand that I will be taking every precaution that I can to investigate this. If I might inquire, are there any other details that you could share with me? Obviously, more information will allow me to skip steps that you've already learned.
Of course. I've had some prepared. I figured this would be the logical place to start. She snaps her fingers, and this guard makes their way around and hands you a small tablet. I've collected what we have already ascertained about the incident, both among the guards and with a bit of assistance from a helpful bystander.
A helpful bystander. Is that someone that would be worth not investigating, but speaking with to see if they have any other information?
I would say so. They were helpful indeed. I've yet to determine whether they were indeed a bystander or a co-conspirator. So I suggest you treat them with caution. Their name is included in the information. Seek them out if you choose.
She'll take a look.
But I don't expect you to wander the entire city trying to solve a crime. Mainly, I care about rooting out any rotten seeds that might be blooming here among the colleges. That is the task for which you are uniquely suited by virtue of your position.
Absolutely. And besides, you have the College of Innocence and your own personal guard to do the actual investigation of the crime. You don't need me fumbling around.
Indeed. Well, it was fortuitous indeed that we happened to bump into each other.
Crazy how that works, huh?
I believe I've gone on long enough of a stroll here now. So, I will take my leave for now. You know where to find me if you need to report.
And you clearly know where to find me.
Well, if I'm as lucky as I was today.
Well, sometimes we can influence that a bit.
She turns and she heads off as the guards begin to silently fall in around her. And you notice it's just these ones who are with her at this exact moment.
But like others leave from like behind
But yeah,
corners.
as you continue to make your way out of the district, you notice that increased presence slowly whittling down. It appears this entire show of force was a massive security detail for exactly one individual.
Yeah, I think what Thessia does is, regardless of which way her home is, she will go the opposite direction just to be like, I don't want you to even consider me as trying to pull some bullshit on you. Yeah. Looking at the tablet, can I presume that I see a familiar name for this bystander?
Oh, yes.
All right, well, okay.
It fucking figures.
The best part is, I think nowadays Thessia sees that and is like, we're not sure if he's a bystander or a cohort. And she's like, so
yeah.
I don't know.
All right. And we're going to bounce away for now. So, as I put to you at the beginning of the session, Orcris and or Wither, You have some general goals that you'd already laid out you wanted to pursue, but what are you thinking you want to do first? And will you be doing it together or separately?
I think so Wither obviously themselves has no idea where one might go to make a point of contact with like whoever was in cahoots with the stealing of the Reforged. And whether or not Arcus wants to make that available knowledge is up to him. But I think the one thing Wither can do that is related to that is actually go and find a Reforged workshop or whoever is in
Oh.
charge of that, and just like basically find the start of the process. Learn more about that. So Orcus,
Well-
you can come if you want. Doesn't matter to me.
That does sound fun.
Mm.
I'm kind of interested in that.
Well, if you
Uh,
want to know, the place you would logically go for that would actually just be the College of Life. They are the ones who
Oh.
keep the secret of how reforging is performed.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
You guys might
Interesting.
you guys might see me talking to Edria.
Oh, that is sad.
She's going to jail.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
it's her own fault.
I did my part. Can't blame that shit on me.
Why does this
Nicole-
bitch keep playing with the rune of jail? She keeps doing this.
It's just bars.
No.
Yeah. No!
It's bars, but there's two little dots like hands holding on. in the middle.
It's bars with a little frowny face in
Yeah.
between two of them.
They're made of wood. My intention was to go to the shadiest place in town, the
Mm.
like the bar where you meet murderers.
Oh. Okay.
That
The
is
Mos
also-
Eisley Cantina.
Yes.
You know, that happens to also be the College of Life.
That's
there.
the College
Yeah.
of Life. You go into the College of Life.
Orc shot first.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Orcus always
not even
shot
hiding
first.
it.
They
Orcus
definitely. I
Or-
doubt they ever
Orcus
made a
is
cut
the
where
only
he
person who shot
did. Yeah.
because he shot him from behind.
Yeah. While he was asleep the night before.
Yes.
I don't know if we have time to do both, but they both sound like good options. And we don't need to go together, I suppose.
Well, I wouldn't mind going to the College of Life.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me what you learn.
Give
No.
me just a second then to grab a man and a guy and a place.
Whoa,
Whoa.
All three?
that's so many. Is that in the budget?
In this game, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh boy, I have too many maps for me to easily move them between folders.
I'm sorry.
What do we do?
Not
here?
my
What if I
fault.
put
Your
this here?
fault.
And then I move this here. Okay, yeah, I need more subfolders. Okay, the Collage of Life. Ooh, this is exciting. I thought we might be going here a while ago, so this map has existed for some time and it just hasn't come up. Let's see. Let me put you guys here. Give me an orc. Give me a with. Put you there, and I guess let's get you in here just in case. Yeah, okay. Well, I think I don't know. I sort of suspect it's not the kind of thing Wither will necessarily take note of. But if we assume this is happening around a similar time on the same day-ish, you're probably going to also experience the heightened tension, heightened security atmosphere here at the Lyceum, which is which is probably at least going to catch your attention, Orcaris, because it's not business as usual for this place. Let's see. And let's find some music.
DJ, give me the scariest song you got.
That seems
DJ?
unnecessary.
Oh.
That's a little too sad sack.
Going to school.
Going theme of I got school tomorrow.
Kicks rock.
But I want to play more Fortnite.
Das und Fortnite.
Das ist Fortnite und Cola. Ja.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yippee.
This is Song of Toy Store at night.
I can hear it. Yeah. Let's see. Do you want me to just throw you straight into the college, or is there any preamble you want to have as a conversation between the two of you, which is also totally fine?
Nah.
Okay.
You travel silently for 30 minutes.
I mean, these two would.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Thessia seems like the kind of person who the awkwardness would become too great and she'd like have to start talking, but these two I absolutely believe could just walk in utter silence for an indefinite amount of time as they were on the way somewhere.
I'm gonna do a little pan around. I haven't
You
seen
approach. You enter into the College of Life.
I hate this place.
I like the
Then
College
leave.
of Death. Blah. Vomits a little on the pavement. Blah. You approach the College of Life, which from the outside is a sort of faded and more rustic marble building compared to most of the other colleges, with a lot of plants and vines twined around pieces of stonework that have been allowed to simply grow as they will. And you step through the doors, and you're immediately hit by a scent of it could be incense or simply herbs. It smells like mint almost. Like mint and a greenhouse. And inside is not too different immediately on spec from the other colleges that you may have seen before. A number of people of varying social status mingle here, unlike in most places, since the only qualification to join a college is to possess its rune. And compared to, say, the College of Alteration, the atmosphere in here is a little heavier. Whether it doesn't feel too different from the White Sanctuary. It's got a bit of a everyone's being quiet in the library kind of feel.
Well, where to now?
Right.
As you wander along, you're walking in the indent of the rune.
Must trace the pattern.
As you make your way over here, this golden robed man is speaking to a sort of salmon colored marble young woman. And they're having what appears to be an animated, despite how quiet it is, conversation as the two of you approach. Hello.
My apologies, I didn't actually mean to speak to any of you. I just wanted to walk through the room.
Oh, okay.
in contrast to where
they resume their Bethesda NPC interaction back here. When you walk up to two NPCs and you accidentally hit the interact button.
You actually bump into them.
rumors.
Watch where you're going!
Yeah.
You don't
Can
get
I
the
help you,
Cloud
sir?
District very often,
Yeah.
do you?
If you've got... you can make a bit of money at the Fighters Guild if you've got the stones for it.
Ah,
Hmm.
Never should have
Well.
come here.
We do not know who to talk to.
we came all this way. On your order.
Okay.
Find someone.
I'm genuinely mad.
You said you didn't want Taco Bell. You can't just veto all my suggestions and then be like, I don't know where I want to eat.
Help.
Oh, pardon me. Are you in need of assistance?
Finding the
Yes.
Cloud District.
We go up and up, but we cannot find the clouds.
Well, he slaps his hands down onto his legs as he kneels on this cushion. How can I help you?
We are looking for Reforged.
Ah. That is... I suppose I should have figured. That is... Certainly, it's not the most common reason people come to visit our college, but it's certainly the thing that gets people the most curious.
Yes, my friend here is dying soon, and he's thinking about becoming a nice vase.
Do you say that? I never
No.
know with Orcus whether it's in character or not.
You thought about it. You really thought about
I
it.
did.
You did say it, or you did think about it?
I thought about it.
Okay. Well, how much do you know about reforging?
We know one can be many shapes or sizes. One can be a continuation. That is all we understand.
I see. Well, let me see. He looks around the room briefly. Ah! Snaps his fingers. Give me just a minute, he says to the person he was speaking to before. Climbs up out of this. Eileen, we've got a twice-born visitor, actually, who's curious about reforging. Could you give them... Oh! Of course. I'm, she sits down at the edge of this ledge here, which puts her... She's a very tall, wiry woman, and so Wither, if you're in the pit here, she kneels down at the edge of this here and is actually still just about at eye height with you. You and is this your friend? Are you here
Yes.
together? Wonderful, sir. Why don't you have a seat?
Very well.
Here, let me. She scooches down the side here. My name is Eileen. What are yours?
My name is Alcris.
We have not decided yet.
This is my friend Wither.
Kind of slightly confused look at receiving those two responses, but sort of shrugs it off. Well, in that case, would you like me to call you Wither? Or shall I not use a name at all, then?
Weather is fine.
Okay, okay. Been a while since we've had a Twiceborn visit. Well, reforging. I am, as I said, my name is Eileen, and I suppose I'm the one most often called upon by our esteemed college here to explain the art of reforging as best I can to people outside of the college. I should say, of course, that some of the details of reforging are, of course, esoteric college secrets. The exact ritual, the exact science to it, is something that we alone serve as the stewards of. But there is a lot still that I can tell. Where to begin? Well, I suppose I am curious. Is this simple curiosity on your part, or is there a more urgent and serious question driving this? There often is when people start inquiring about reforging. It's usually something that people only bother to consider when time is drawing near, either for themselves or for someone they care about very much.
We know a person who cannot be here themselves, and we would like to know for them.
I see. Well, I won't ask you to elaborate, but if this person is potentially going to undergo the process, well, you and they should both understand the consequences, certainly. Reforging is an ancient and mystical art, one of the oldest in Skaan. And it's also one of the least well understood. And part of that's, well, by design, but there are times when the lack of understanding, well, makes people make assumptions about what it can or cannot do. And so there are an awful lot of misconceptions about it. Reforging is not a path to eternal life. Not really. Not the way you and I likely, well, not the way she turns to you, Orcris. You and I likely understand life. I wouldn't presume to know how someone like you understands it. It may be quite different, but
Bold of you to assume that I will die.
she kind
Again, that's a joke.
of not actually said.
Not actually said.
Damn. Okay.
What the hell?
Yeah. What the hell? What the hell are you talking about? It's not a path to eternal life in the way that most people would understand it, the conventional understanding of what it means to be alive. Reforging, quite simply, is to take the purest and most irreducible elements of a person, their memories, their experience, their personality, to some extent anyway, their skills, their wisdom, the things that give their life the greatest value to future generations of Skaani, and preserve it. To enshrine it in an object of great significance to that person that then becomes their vessel for however long they and their descendants, heirs, friends, family, choose to have them persist in that form. It's a traditional art, most commonly used by, in some cases, noble families, often people with very particular, lifelong honed skills, people in arts, sciences, medicine, well, rune touched, of course. often there may be one or even several generations of old masters guiding the newer generations in those sorts of venerable crafts. And occasionally, if it is viewed as right and proper, an individual may be afforded the opportunity to take advantage of the art purely for sentimental reasons, to persist, to bring comfort to those they're leaving behind in this world. But it is not something we encourage most to do. Far more desire such a thing than end up receiving that blessing. And of those who do receive that blessing, some come to view it as a curse in time.
Why is that?
Well, it denies that person a traditional, natural, and proper interment back into the well. It denies them the opportunity to be born again in another, more complete sense. She gestures to you, Wither. And it is not done without that person's consent, but sometimes the things people think they want more than anything else in the world turn out to be something other than what they expected. It is for a person, a family, to reforge one of their own, only to regret it and have to have the object destroyed and the essence scattered. It can be like having to say goodbye to that person twice. As such, seldom does the college see fit to grant a request when there is no greater benefit to Skaan at stake, when there is not a clear interest in preserving expertise and wisdom.
Is the process particularly costly?
The college does require great contribution from those who seek to make use of the process solely for their own desires, certainly. Most often, the costs, such as they are borne by the city as a whole. If it's decided that a reforging is important to preserve knowledge for future generations of Skaani.
My taxes are being used to turn people into jars?
It's only one way I want to jar people. Drinks my Peregrine Slurpee. Sitting there with a straw. Boring!
What is done when their time is over?
Well, when a reforged spirit decides, or has it decided by those who are their stewards in life, that their time should come to an end, they are returned to us here at the college so that we may properly see to the physical objects' dissolution and their essences painless and comfortable ushering unto oblivion.
How long could someone theoretically last in this altered state?
This is the first question that she looks like she has some reservation about answering. Her eyes drift back over to Wither for a moment. She thinks a bit longer. The process, if not reversed or disrupted, is theoretically indefinite. There are reforged items still with their descendants today, generations upon generations down the line.
Who is the oldest?
She looks to you and thinks again. Well, perhaps not the oldest technically, but for certain one of the older ones I know is held by the she has to pause and think for a second, as if remembering, like she was remembering a trivia from last night Wikipedia binge. She thinks, the oldest that I'm aware of? No, I suppose it would be Smithy. Yes, I believe there is still a smithy down in the works, wherein it is said the hammers that fall upon the anvils today are guided with the same precise strokes that were being used to forge and cast bronze 500 years ago.
In what ways do these people still affect the living once they
Well-
are transformed?
Well, how they choose to, I suppose you could say. Each reforged object is just as different as each person. But it is understood
What do they do?
that
They like talk to us?
it is understood that they are able to communicate instinctually and, in some cases, verbally, seemingly, through the minds of those who possess them, those who are descended from them or otherwise connected to them. And it is also understood that they can guide not merely the mind through advice, wisdom, but the body as well. So, for instance, the coppersmith that I mentioned, to hear them tell it, quite literally, by wielding the hammer that contains the reforged soul of their ancestor, that they are able to strike metal with the same deftness that she possessed.
Sounds almost as if the hammer is using the person.
Possession.
That is one of the common old maid's tales about reforging. The reforged are not... they are not... Certainly, they are not spirits of the dead. They're certainly not Stygia. They're not capable of exerting will over the living. Merely being used as a reservoir of sorts. Whether that be by speaking to them, to have them impart advice, or allowing their experience to be drawn on in the moment to guide one's intuition, one's impulses.
I see. I understand that there can be something of a black market for sold reforged.
What, may I ask, has led you to that understanding?
I was recently hired some time ago. Well, not so recently, but some time ago I was hired to collect a reforged item, a reforged person on behalf of their family who had it stolen.
Ah. I see.
I was able to collect the item, incidentally, and returned it back to them.
Yes, word of that incident did reach us here eventually. It was quite distressing to all of us, really. Certainly to the high infuser.
Who is that?
Oh, a lovely man named Bloom. He's getting on a bit in years. We expect he will likely step down before too long. But he is dearly beloved by all of us here. He's seen the college through better times and worse times.
Much, I. Perhaps it is rude to ask, and so forgive me, but knowing how organizations tend to work, I would imagine that there is a disproportionate amount of heads of this college that find themselves in the vaunted position of being able to be reforged.
Ha. Strictly speaking, not a subject that I should discuss with those outside the college, but your intuition, what you already suspect, yes, is correct. Since we of the college control the art, yes, we make use of it extensively where we feel it's appropriate. There are several former heads of the college still serving the college today.
Hmm. Where are they?
I suppose that would also have the side effect of making the College of Life a bit more traditional than some of the other colleges.
She folds her hands over her lap. I really couldn't say. She could say, but it's not the kind of thing that it is appropriate for her to discuss. You get the implication.
I'm sure your vaults, your vaults with these vaunted individuals, are positively rattling around like spirits over this, over the possibility that all of the colleges be united soon.
Oh, now, sir, I told you. They don't rattle like poltergeists. Our esteemed former high infusers offer their own perspectives to Master Bloom as he requests them, but it wouldn't be appropriate of me to discuss whatever they might be deliberating about these recent developments, quite exciting as they are. And to your question, they are in... I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to show you to them.
Of course.
I suppose you could ask...
Are they comfortable?
I should
In
certainly
what-
hope so.
In what shape do they find themselves?
A staff, a circlet, a choker. Whatever they chose. The choice of one's physical form for this life beyond life is a deeply intimate one. A tool of the craft is traditional, but sometimes it can simply be a possession that was particularly dear to them, or something they would wish to be remembered by. Master Bloom is their keeper now.
And so the process involves taking the soul and putting it into an already existing item? The soul, the memories, the things that you described.
She looks at you and gives you a slightly wry smile. An interesting supposition. Now, she slaps her hands on her knees and stands up. That's probably about the most that I can do to satisfy your curiosity. Though, if you'd like to speak to Master Bloom, I could see if he's available.
Yes.
Very well. Please make yourselves comfortable. Won't be but a moment.
Well, 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 Wither. You're like a little, you're like a little skeleton key, aren't you?
What?
I would never have been able to gather all of that information if you weren't with me.
Hmm.
She was not here to serve me, she was here to serve you.
Looks down at this flower.
This tiny flower.
This tiny flower. Touch.
Ooh. Don't do. Are you?
We pan out to the outside of the College of Life. The entire West Wing
It
just
just
blows
explodes. Yeah.
up. Oh, oh my God! It must be the College of Incandescence. They're striking.
They've put their plan into motion. The College of Bomb. Singular.
We can do it.
That
once.
was it! That was the one!
Are you gonna do the thing with her?
Yes, I would like to. What do I roll again
do a
for
little
this?
slurp.
Yeah, let me slurp the gurp.
Slurp the gurp, don't slurp the gurp, baby. Slurp the gurp,
Don't tip the
tip the
gurp
gurp over. But what if I want to enjoy this go-gurt in the comfort of my own home?
Baby, don't gurp me.
Don't gurp me no more.
Okay.
Okay, you regain 1d6 health.
There's a little silliness tonight.
You can have it all.
My kingdom of Gurt.
Mine
You can
pile
gurp.
of gurp.
You can burp. Having the gurp of your lurp. Ooh.
Again, we pan out to the
I will
West Wing
let
blowing up.
you
Explode.
down.
It's just melting in acid or something.
I will make you gurp.
Hey,
Do these
gurp.
do these people next to us notice the flower go? "Ah!"
I think I could roll something, but honestly, I think given that you guys are visitors and you're a twice-born visitor, I think it's pretty likely that they've got some level of interest in you and would be at least watching you out of the periphery of their vision. So yeah, Wither, you lean down, sitting on this cushion, and place your hand on one of these plants, and you feel the vitality start to just leach out of it like water moving across a membrane into your body, and the plant curls back. The color drains from it, and it first curls up and then slowly begins to break apart until there's just a tiny pile of an ashen-looking substance sitting atop the dirt in the little planter here. Yeah, the man here that you were speaking to briefly does seem to see this happen kind of slowly. His eyes shift to the side to look at you curiously. But he doesn't say anything. But he kind of he's talking to this girl, and she's continuing the conversation, and then like slowly notices that he's not really paying attention anymore, kind of looks back. Didn't see it happen, so doesn't immediately notice what he's looking at, kind of looks back, and then eventually the man sort of shakes his head and takes her hand and begins walking with her down this way. He gives you a slightly curious look, not in any way an accusatory or hostile one, but a sort of, interesting. And sort of shoots you that look over his shoulder, and they make their way elsewhere.
Wither leans down to the stump of the plant, the little ashy remains, and just whispers,
Go to Peregrine.
You got it, boss.
Good job. Get on it.
Get out of here. Let's see. Okay, so not too long later, it's footsteps are pretty audible here because people keep the conversations quiet. So you do hear someone.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've got you this time. You Duke boys aren't getting out of this one. Yeah, you begin to hear some footsteps, and a sort of a late middle-aged man in a faded blue robe comes, not quite hobbling, but walking like a little, with a little bit of pain down this hallway. His skin is a sort of silvery bronze mixture that bleeds into his hair and facial hair. And he doesn't lean on a cane, but frankly, he looks like he could probably use one. He's substantially younger and healthier than Zoid, but he's getting up there. Let me grab, I think he's been on screen before, but it's been a long time, so let me show you.
Da 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 da.
Behold. Hey,
it's him.
this is the guy that asked reasonable questions and was hesitant about my plan. This guy
Your evil
sucks.
plan?
This guy stinks!
This guy stinks.
Don't worry, I'll get rid of him.
Bring him to the circus. Yay!
Yeah.
I'm going to kill him.
With
Oh.
laughter.
Someone will die. Oh, fun!
Of gun.
Oh, gun.
Invents a gun just to kill that one guy with it.
They'll never figure it out. It's
Probably
the
not.
perfect crime.
Ah. You're the guests Eileen spoke of, then. Well, nice to meet you both. I am the High Infuser here at the College of Life. My name is Bloom. I was told that you had some more questions after speaking to Eileen about reforging. Is that right?
Yes.
I have some time
Well-
for you. He
Goes to sit back onto the cushion, but like over corrects and kind of bops down.
Oh, if you'll forgive me, I'm going to need one as well. Gets down in here and kind of slides this cushion a little closer, which I'm not going to do because the map is pre-baked, but you know.
Yeah.
And he sits crisscross applesauce facing you, rubs his knees a few times. What shall I call you?
We have been called with her.
Very well. You, sir, are you accompanying with her?
I am. My name is Alcris.
A pleasure to meet you both.
And
He,
you?
even when he addresses you, Orcris, he's continuing to look Wither up and down, and, Wither, you're used to people being like, whoa, twice-born, you know, looking you up and down, but you feel like there's perhaps a little more to this, like there's a very faint, it could be a spark of emotion or recognition or something to you in this moment, but he doesn't elaborate. Well, how can I help you then?
Well, first, we sincerely appreciate you taking the time to speak with us.
Of course. I feel that it is in the best interest for Rune Touched to make their art as well understood as possible, where practical, it helps take some of the mystery out of it, which I suppose some would say is part of the fun of it, but to me, mystery simply breeds misconceptions, misunderstandings.
And suspicion.
Indeed.
We have a mystery about Reforged, and we do not know where to go because we do not understand.
Very well. What is the nature of this mystery?
There are many parts to it.
Let's start with the most relevant to our friend in honor of his time with her.
Who is stealing them?
His expression goes from neutral to a bit stony, and then resets to neutral again. Ah. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that word has gotten round of some of that terrible business, especially to one such as you. I had heard, in fact, that there was a twice-born involved in some kind of incident recently, so I suppose it makes sense that you are here now.
That is not an answer.
He kind of, well, I apologize. I'm not, getting straight to the point has not been noted as one of my strengths.
Oh, this is going to take forever.
Yeah. I wish I knew more than I did. But what I do know is that it does seem that there have been multiple instances that are known, perhaps some that are not yet known, of reforged items being taken from their rightful stewards. I was aware, in fact, that one of the victims was a relative to a twice-born, and that was one of the only ones that was recovered.
Yes.
We did manage to recover it.
Oh, well then I owe you both a debt of gratitude.
Yes, we've been looking into some of the others, and we're sort of just trudging about in the dark. We figured we would try to get any clue, any small piece of information that could help us in our further investigations. And so we figured that the College of Life would be as good a place to start as any.
Well, the first thing I can tell you is that when first we got word that there had been not merely one but several incidents such as this, well, the first thing that I did was to take stock at the college. I have faith in all of my fellow colleagues here, but we are all more connected to the art than anyone else in Skaan, and so I felt the first thing that it was my responsibility to do was make sure that my own house was in order.
Of course.
I searched physically, I spoke to other members at the college here, looking for the faintest sign that anyone might be using their skills inappropriately, or otherwise could somehow be involved. And thankfully, well, thankfully or unthankfully, depending on how you see it, I've seen no such evidence to suggest that anyone at the college has taken the crass step of trying to profit by our most sacred art. Not that any one of them would need to. We are all well accustomed to simply using our talents to benefit Skaan with no compensation beyond what we expect: a roof over our heads and the comfort of living.
Would it be
But-
possible that some within the college might seek more? I understand that these relics can be quite valuable.
Indeed. And as I imagine Eileen told you, we do not frequently grant requests for reforging. So it did occur to me that indeed someone might seek to go above and beyond without the college's approval to work off the tablets, so to speak, off record, and offering their services to desperate individuals whom the college might have officially rejected. Individuals who perhaps might be so desperate they would resort to stealing from others, but I haven't seen any evidence of such. Not this time.
Would there
And
be any specific advantage towards hoarding them?
he folds his arms over his chest. Not that I can understand.
Just to have.
Or to sell?
I would like to believe that not one of my fellow Scani would stoop to such a level, but given the evidence before me, it's certainly not something I can turn my eyes from now. The thing one must understand, of course, is that every reforged object is quite unique to its purpose, and it's difficult to imagine what use, say, a metalsmith might have for the spirit of a weaver, or a farmer might have for the spirit of a scrivener who was an expert in marine life. Expertise and a guiding hand is what most people use the art for. That or simple sentimentality, the preservation of a relative, and it's again difficult to see why someone would want another person's relative.
Perhaps our thief doesn't know what the shape of the item he's looking for is. And so he is just gathering as many as he can to see if it's the one he's looking for.
If that were the case, I can only hope, if they're being hoarded by a single individual, that they are being at least treated respectfully, that if they're looking for one in particular, that they'll return the others, release them, at least see that they pass on. It's a fate I don't wish to contemplate, that many souls beyond their time simply being left to gather dust, to rot somewhere. It isn't right.
Well, Wither, do you have any other immediate pressing questions?
What is the oblivion the other mentioned?
Ah. Well, a fanciful term, I suppose, but simply some believe that those who are returned to the Great Well and who never return as twice born, that is the end of their existence. Certainly it is believed that for one who has chosen to undergo reforging, there is no way back. That when one's time in that life beyond life ends, there is nothing left to return to the Great Well. There is nothing left to return to our God. And so, that is simply the end. That treads more into theology than the science of the rune, of course, but to some the thought is a comfort, and to many a terror. It is one of the reasons why choosing to undergo reforging is such a momentous decision.
We do have one other question. What is this?
Touch.
Is that the one you already ate? Or
Can I
a different
et
one?
another?
You would have to have taken damage first to et another.
I'll stab you.
Yeah, go for it. They will point to the one that has been et.
He gets up with a bit of effort and walks over and crouches down by the pot that now contains just a pile of desiccated ash atop its dirt. What indeed? Strange. All of these plants were in perfect health last I saw them, last I passed through here mere hours ago. He examines it slightly closer. I imagine one of the students must have used one of our plants for practice. Infusing, you see, despite what some believe, infusing does not create vitality or life in the recipient. Rather, it draws it as water from a well, transfers it from one vessel to another. And so, in order to, for instance, use our talents to ensure a bountiful harvest for a farm, it is necessary to sacrifice many seeds or living plants to supply that vitality. Although our students are not meant to practice on the plants that we keep for decoration, he says with a little bit of annoyance in his voice, kind of drums his fingers together. But this does look rather similar to the result of a living thing being entirely drained of its essence, thus using the power of our rune.
Looks up at him. I'm gonna do a disguise. Whispers of the heart on this green man before I say something.
Okay.
Do I have to actually activate it or roll anything? I don't think I do.
It activates when you roll to die and lock in black. But
Okay.
we've been going all this time. I'm fine with you rolling to die here. I think you just locked in black aesthetically for
Yes,
the
yeah.
icon before. So yeah, you can go and roll to die here.
Yeah, there we go. Bah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Go.
Rune of life.
Bloom's green attribute. Deep roots, impassiveness, resistance to change, but also stability and reliability. The kind of patience you develop when you spend so much time fostering plants.
We have done this.
Botany.
We have done this.
He looks down at the ash and back up to you. You have used the rune of Nem.
No.
And yet you have done this.
Yes.
His face remains pretty stony, but he thinks for a while about that. You said your name was Wither, yes?
We have been called as such.
Have you been long in this second life of yours?
Yes.
May I ask how long?
Cycles.
Very well. Ah, thank you for satisfying my curiosity.
He said, lying.
I said, like a
Like
liar.
a liar!
Wow, I learned so much. Thank you. That was useful.
Is this wrong?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, he Kamehameha.
Oh,
Yes, that's my
oh,
blue
no.
stat.
Oh no, he coming at me.
My blue stat is lasers.
No, it is not. I cannot say that it is wrong without knowing anything else. It is surprising that such an effect could be achieved in any other way. It is unfamiliar, he says, choosing the word very carefully. I believe I must return to my business at the college.
Have we scared you?
You have given me something to consider.
I hope we've done nothing to offend.
No, of course not, of course not. As I said, I believe that mutual understanding is always in the benefit. And when one sees something one does not understand, one would do better to seek to understand it than to deny its existence. He picks up the small flower pot and brings the ashes very close to his face. Wither. By any chance, do you make your home at the White Sanctuary?
Yes.
Well, it's very interesting getting to meet both of you, Wither and Orcris.
Ulcris.
If you realize any other way in which I can be of assistance, if you investigate these thefts further, please don't hesitate to come to me. I do wish to help you in whatever way I can.
Of course.
It is certainly my duty, given my position.
Well, again, thank you for your time. We'll be on our way. Come, Wither.
He kind of drifts away. He almost misses the step here, and as he walks back the way he came, it's mostly as it was, but as he starts to get further, the walk remains very measured, but increases in speed.
Well, did you pick up anything from all of that?
Yes and no.
Great.
Anyways, we're about to go to the shittiest bar you've ever seen in your life.
What is an alcohol?
Anyway, hold on to this knife. I need you to
Okay.
keep it hidden.
Keep it
Don't
safe.
let anyone see it until you have buried it in their
Yeah,
belly.
Don't let anyone see it until you fucking get them.
Get them. Does he actually give me a knife?
Yeah, you can have a knife.
Okay, cool. Sick.
got plenty.
Yeah, knives for everyone, I say. Fuck
Wow.
it, right?
This rules.
We are gonna go stab Peregrine to make him better.
Start stabbing pillows and couches and stuff.
We are gonna go buck wild. I mean, I think it might be funny if you guys bumped into Thessia on the way out. If you guys, because like, Thessia had some time. You
she's
guys
in the
had
area.
Thessia had some
Sure.
time. You guys have had some time. If you want to do if you want to go to the Moss Isley Cantina, all three of you, that might
Oh
be
my
funny.
God.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Hey, Thessia, want to be seen in a house of ill repute?
Ill repute.
I don't know if my reputation can get worse right now.
Oh,
Sounds
say that
good.
now.
Well, that's a yes. Let's go.
I've never heard a bigger yes before.
Okay, give me just a second.
We are not old enough to drink the alcohol.
I am old enough to drink the alcohol.
Leave it to me, my friend.
I will
Stay
I will-
thirsty, my friend.
Stay thirsty,
will-
my-
buy some for you.
The most
But if
Another
we dr-
evil action.
But
underage.
Peregrine said if we drink it, we'll die.
Nah.
Yes. Excellent.
Underage drinking. My power grows. Let's see. Why is it not giving me the context menu anymore? What have you done with my context menu?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Game? Where did it come from? Where did it go?
What have you done?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Eye
Tell
Joe.
me your
You've-
sins, Cotton Eye Joe.
You've ruined me, Cotton Eye Joe.
The west
You'll
wing of the
pay
building
for
blows
this.
up. That's gonna be my new like put on ski mask of just like regardless of where we are, the same building, the west wing
Just
keeps blowing up.
cut into Oh, now it's just okay. Now it's just like, yeah, sure, I can exist now. Okay. There
Pencil,
we go.
I need you to sharpen, please.
Okay, we'll do this. And yeah, so you're just looking for like the seediest, underbelliest, like
I want to go to a place where everybody knows my name.
they're
Chris.
always glad I came. All right, let's see. What's a good bad guy bar music? I don't have Star Wars Cantina, regrettably.
Ironically, not very good bad guy bar music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sneaking is gonna be too tense. I guess let's just
We shall make the music ourselves. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da.
Nah.
Let's see.
You go and find Wolverine at the bar.
Hang on. Let me try my outdoors bustling playlist. Let me see if I can
Oh.
find something bustling.
Heavens.
Bustling. I'm bustling it wide open.
Maybe that one could work. Oh, this works okay. Okay. Let's set that. Let's preload. So
This is either evil bar or nice jungle village.
or both.
Oh.
I don't really have a good evil bar per se.
I don't think there's going to be a whole lot in genre of
Yeah.
evil bar music
Oh.
because evil bar music is always like very like turn of the century.
Swanky.
Like I can give you like I don't have anything that's like evil jazz lounge. I can give you
Yeah.
ominous music, but that's gonna be way too far for
Be
just
way
we're at
too
like
ominous. Yeah.
yeah. So we'll start with this. So Orcris and Wither, you bump into Thessia, who has finished her business for the day and seems to have a little something on her mind after her pleasant but slightly tense meeting just now.
Thessia, let's get a drink.
Oh, certainly. Hey, she like kind of scurries up and gets close and kind of whispers, just as a heads up, I just had a meeting with Etria. of all people.
Oh.
And you remember that thing you told me about where you played the role of hero over at
Yes.
the courthouse? Yes. Well, it looks like I am to begin an investigation of what happened there. Right. Well, here's the thing that you might find interesting. You are currently in between the ideas of being an actual helper or a part
A co-conspirator.
Yes. Oh, you're ahead of me.
Of course. Of course.
Of course, in what way? That's important.
Oh, of course that's what she would think. I'm not a co-conspirator.
Okay.
I'm not trying to solve my own... I'm not trying to solve the murder I'm causing.
Right. That makes
Today.
sense.
This time.
This time. I was curious, though. She has a... well, they have a running theory at the moment that it may have actually been perpetrated by an individual that can use the rune of incandescence, which, as you might imagine, would be really problematic, especially considering what I have recently proposed.
Yes. I suppose one of them could have been from the College of Incandescence. They were able to melt flesh.
And you're confident that wasn't alchemy? I know you're...
It could have also been alchemy. I don't... I saw no indication that it was using the rune of incandescence, nor did I see any indication that it was an alchemical concoction that caused that.
Well...
Both are possible.
And this individual that perpetrated it clearly wasn't caught.
No, it does not seem so. Which is to my benefit.
Kind of cocks an eyebrow.
Well, obviously, I'd like to catch them myself.
Well,
It would be extremely beneficial to me to have to be within Madame Etria's good graces.
if you don't mind, I would like to assist in that investigation because it would benefit me quite a bit as well.
Of course. Please, the more the merrier.
Is that actually true?
Yes.
I just don't know. I never know. Looks over to Wither. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to get so focused on the conversation. How are you doing, Wither?
Hello, Thessia.
Oh no. Are they all right? Great.
We just got finished. We just got finished with a small meeting over at the College of Life.
Oh, turns back to Wither. What were you inquiring about? If it's not rude to ask.
We do not know. It was reforged.
We were
People
inquiring
have
as
been looking at us strangely.
Kind of looks around.
here.
Everywhere.
Oh yes, well, we are a bit of a strange lot.
That is not what we meant.
Oh, people have been looking at you strangely.
Yes.
You're twice born. People look at everyone different in a strange regard.
People are nice to Peregrine. People do not look at Peregrine oddly. They say he is fast and he is loud. But many firstborns are fast and loud. We are thinking That is all.
They have time to get his measure. You're quiet, reserved. That makes people less quick to trust.
I think it's also a thing of you being a twiceborn. There is hesitation. They don't want to be rude or blasphemous with their encounter with you.
And
So
they
they tread
also
lightly.
don't want. They also try not to have you ask them of anything that might put them in an awkward position.
Hmm.
And so they must dance a delicate dance between not offending you and not being roped into helping you. That said, you can still ask them always, and they will be, more often than not, I have found, obliged.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. Is this something you want remedied more? Do you want people to approach you like they did with Peregrine?
Maybe. Yes and no.
Well, I think Orcus can attest to this as well. Being friendly does help quite a bit. Having a nice big smile can be very helpful in making new friends or making you seem more approachable.
Let's all show ours
Yes.
off.
No.
Look at us, normal folk.
Yes, we're good people.
I wish I had, I used to have a bunch of joke sounds in the jukebox for Aaron Payne. I wish I still had those so I could do, like, dramatic wombat for that. Ba, ba, ba.
You mean the hamster? Or is it gopher?
Yeah, wombat, whatever.
The creature.
That meme's 30
Oh,
years
yes,
old. What's
yes,
whatever?
yes. Oh, goodness.
Who can remember?
Who can say? It's something
Well-
worth considering, at least.
Indeed. Personally, I think you would be better off maintaining your air of mystery. It carries authority.
And take it from me, having all eyes on you kind of sucks sometimes.
Yes, the more visible you are, the larger the target on your back, I have found.
Yeah. But again, kind of shrugs with all four arms. I can't really tell you what to do, merely what I've experienced.
We wonder if in our previous life were we like that? Or were we even smaller?
Would you want that? I guess really maybe the most important question is, do you like who you are now?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a fast answer. What aspect displeases you?
Not enough. We do not have enough.
Same.
Girl, I get it.
Me, TBH.
Kind of looks at Orcris to get confirmation of like, what does not enough mean? And then you immediately respond that way and just like, sure, yeah, I think I get it. What do you want more of specifically? Because there are many possibilities.
Anything.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, let's start with this brick. Take it.
Can they lift it?
Okay. Heavy.
Yes.
They will hold it. They will carry it.
And now you have more.
We will think on this.
A large man laboring away at the clay pit you're passing by is like, what? Oh. Waves a hand, sees. All right, that's a choice. Whatever, you can have the
Wait.
brick.
Wait.
As we're walking away, I turn back.
Wait. Do you want this?
Well, it's part of. Yeah, we're hammering them out today. And we've got a quota, and that's another brick I have to make if you take that. But you're welcome to it if you need it for God.
God
Yes.
desperately needs this brick.
Yes. We will
All
do
right.
this.
God be with you, Your Holiness.
Once they walk away with this brick, can I use Thale to make another brick? To just, like, to help them?
Yeah, you quickly double back and wander over to this clay pit, just little, and shape up another perfect little rectangle of it, hand it to him, and his eyes kind of widen, he looks at you for a second, and he's just like, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you for letting them take that, but no, that's not fair to you.
A ring's gonna be down in a couple hours, and I'm already behind, and I do not need this right now. Ugh.
Ooh, okay, well, best of luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Thesia? Why did you do that?
What do you... Why wouldn't I do that? I have the ability to assist.
God didn't necessarily want Wither to have that brick. Perhaps God really wanted that man to not have that brick.
God!
Cocks an eyebrow. Okay, well then I guess I disagree with God.
Servitor.
Kill her!
I'm so sick of this stinky bitch.
Servitor, we have found something good.
This fucking rules, Servitor.
Oh? That's a nice big brick you've got there.
It is, isn't it?
This is, oh, incidentally, only visible audible to Wither right now.
Where's that little fucker I heard you say, Servitor?
What you gonna do with it?
We will place it next to Worm, next to Peregrine.
I think bringing him anything might be nice. I'm sure when he sees you up and about, he'll want to get up and about as soon as possible, too. That's how that one works, I think.
Hmm.
Now, there might be some hope for this one, after all.
What do you mean?
Oh, We got off to a rocky start, she and I, and also he and I, but I don't know. It seems like a world outside of her exists. And then this one...
You are thinking.
Oh, I'm thinking, all right. But that's for later. For now, both of these two can be of great service to you. And through you, even however much they might try to deny it, through you, to Gaia. Just keep an eye on them.
You know, I just had a thought of what you could do with that brick.
We have an idea for it. What is yours?
Hard cut to the West Wing blowing up.
It's a shame. If these were edited, I could YTP that joke in.
Family Guy episode where they keep doing the same cutaway.
If it's good enough for network television, it's good enough for me.
That's not true.
Don't sell yourself
That's
short.
not where the bar should be.
Hey man, come on.
Speaking of the bar,
Oh,
yeah,
nice!
Whoa,
Look at
we
you.
brought
like
it
that?
around.
You like that fucking
Wordsmith.
segue?
Yo.
Wordsmith, Aram.
You make your way down through the city. You leave behind the white marble, and then you leave behind the pleasant, if slightly dusty, amber. And you move down to where the stone is dark and the light is minimal, and the city beats to a more erratic and violent rhythm. And make your way down to, I suppose, one of Orcris's haunts. Do you want to name a place?
No.
Come on, it's called Brick in the Wall, dumbass.
Oh
It's
my
called-
god, it was
It's
Destiny.
called the Bricked Window.
Ooh.
Down to the bricked window we go.
On account of this place was like shut down years ago, but they still go.
They still keep going.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let the government tell me I can't run my bar.
Okay.
I have a Bebo.
Hooray!
Hooray! Holding a brick.
Um,
This is Bebo.
Bebo.
Hand me Bebo real quick.
No.
Right. So, what did you say? The bricked window?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The bricked window is a small building by layout underground, but it almost looks like a building that they accidentally built sideways, Wayside Story style.
Mhm.
It is a small footprint, but 5 floors, each cramped and a little smellier than the one below it. As each one gets further away from the door, there are no windows on the upper levels. For that matter, there's only a couple windows on the lowest level. And this is not a place to go with your valuables. This is not a place to go if you owe anyone any valuables, at least not in this part of the city. This is a place for the desperate, the down on their luck, the disaffected, those small few who reject Skaan's orderly and familial way of life, who prefer to live on their own for one reason or another.
And for those who would prey on all of those people.
Indeed.
Damn, that sounds like something an evil person would say.
Oh, I mean, honestly, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I only have one generic inn, so the map is a little nicer than what I just narrated.
Yeah. I also recognize this from
You're
the
gonna-
meeting, but that's fine.
It's like this, but fucked up.
Whoa!
Whoa!
There's like bloodstains and like
Yeah.
mud.
There's like pirates and shit.
You see a loose brick.
Oh,
No.
There were tricks I would use in Valor when I needed to use the same map for something that I had already famously used it once for, and I
Oh.
would just flip it over.
That's true. If you do just flip it sideways.
I've done some of that, yeah, but I didn't have that ready to do on the fly.
That's
alas.
fine.
Here, I'll turn the darkness level down.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's weirdly bright for being the bricked window. Oh,
There.
Oh no, it's gotten quite
Oh.
dark in the bricked window.
In real time, the bartender is over here. Bricks fell out the wall again. Putting them back, re-bricking a window.
So you say he's going around with the bellows just filling the place with smoke?
Yeah. It's you.
It is.
You like this barman, probably, because you don't know his name and he doesn't know your name, and you've been coming here for almost a year.
Yes.
What'll you have today, then?
Information.
Mm-hmm. I hope you're gonna pay at least as much as you'd pay for a drink.
I'll
In
pay.
favors, in
I'll pay
baubles,
much
whatever you've got
more.
today.
I'll pay much more than I would for a drink.
Mm.
However, I do believe that my friends would like a drink.
Hmm.
Oh,
I think you might be in the wrong establishment there, miss.
and why is that?
Well, all I'll say is he reaches out and kind of lightly fingers one of the little dangling bits off of your collar at the top of the outfit. You want to make sure you still have all of these when you leave.
Don't worry, I'll be very mindful.
Looks at you, Wither, kind of looks you up and down, and barely registers the surprise you've been getting the rest of the day. Nameless barman's discretion is legendary, and he simply kind of looks, gives you a gruff nod. All right. And what do you want?
We will have what she is having.
All right, keeping it easy then.
Uh,
You drinking anything, miss?
I'll just do... Oh, you know what? Do you have a special?
Taking someone's order and giving it to them.
Ooh, all right, fair enough. I'll just do a wine or something like that.
You drinking anything either? You just want the information and a dry throat.
I'll take a drink as well.
All right. 3 of my worst wines coming up.
Oh, that's special.
The house special.
Yeah, he reaches under here and drags out an amphora and brings it over to the counter, sets out 3 little clay mugs, and pours, he decants about, like, a third of a cup of wine into each of them, goes over here and takes and pours a lot of water, like, tops it all the way up with water.
For some reason, I just envisioned Thesia being like, oh, so, well, this isn't really nice wine, and I don't want to, you know, sip from this normally. She, like, might use Thale on the side of the cup to give it a straw. Just, like, sip it like that.
Wither will reach over and take your cup.
Oh, all right. Lets them have it.
Yes.
Information, then.
Information. I'm looking for a killer.
Mm-hmm. And which one this time?
One that was most recently trying but failing to enact some manner of plan to assassinate a scrivener, the scrivener of Lady Etria.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty high profile for you to come
Indeed.
nosing around here expecting me to have anything for you. But...
Well, there were more than one.
Ah.
This was a plan.
Hmm.
And I figure the more of them there were in this group of 2, possibly more, the more likely it was that they would have had to ask around unless they were previously associated.
Makes sense. Decently sensible conclusion. Yeah, I might be able to scrounge something up for you. Before you've even finished your drinks, in fact. And what are you offering in return?
What do you want?
Oh, you know me. I'm just I'm a simple man with simple tastes.
Gold it is, then.
Or information in kind, or hell, some decent spirits. I am running low, as your mouths are about to reveal.
No. This is terrible. Yes, but no more terrible than usual. That said, I can cook you up something. I believe I have a few wines fermenting back at the house.
Okay, yeah, you can barter with this man. I think you can just get everything you want, automatically succeed if you're willing to part with a honey or an incense here in the form of, a material bribe or info for info.
Yes,
Alternatively, okay.
I'll part with honey.
Okay. Yeah, that fits for just giving him wine. All right, well, since you've been such a loyal customer these past months, I'll even put it on your tab this time. You just bring that with you next time. Share it round the bar, and we'll call it even.
Gladly.
All right.
If I were to share it with the bar, how would you profit off of it?
Well, you know how I take my tips. You have witnessed this man in the past, when it gets to be closing time, go around to all of the non-trivial number of people who are passed out or extremely drunk and just take shit from them.
Well, that assumes they brought anything else with them other than the money that they need to drink. I think it would just be easier for you to charge them.
Yeah, but this way is more fun. You never know what you're gonna get.
I suppose so.
It's like rock climbing. It's not for everyone. it's not the same register, but it's got some of the same.
He's got a little bit of wow wow wow.
All right, let me go check with a couple sources, and I'll be back with whatever I've got for you.
Splendid. Well, Miss Batalis, what do you think?
She looks kind of like enraptured. I think this is fascinating. It's definitely out of my wheelhouse.
No. Probably not. It's just as... In fact, I dare say that your college can be more dangerous.
Kind of tilts her head. I suppose with the upcoming changes, it'll become more competitive, to be certain. And
competition breeds a desire to be rid of competition.
That's true.
Big fish eat little fish.
Well, that's why I need to make sure I look as big as possible, even if I'm not yet.
Don't sell yourself short. I doubt any of the others have a secret tower.
She kind of puts a finger up to her lips, and then wraps one of her hands on the table a couple of times. Seems like you come here fairly often, but based on what I've seen so far, I will not say your name, out of respect.
My apologies. I did refer to your last name here, didn't I?
She shrugs. I stand out. I don't think there's too many people that look or dress like me in this area. I'm kind of well known at this point. But more than that, I'm curious, how reliable is this resource?
I suppose we will find out once he brings in what he has. And then we, fish out the answers.
I look to the north. How's Wither enjoying 2 wines?
They're just pouring them back and forth from cup to cup.
Well, I'm glad someone's having fun.
Maybe he
I'm
would
trying
like
to
a
do that
decanter.
problem where it's like you've got a 5-ounce pitcher and a 3-ounce pitcher, and you have to get 4 ounces of water into the third one.
I think...
Professor Layton!
So, did I see where this bartender wandered off to?
Yeah, he went up the stairs.
Okay. I think Thessia, once again, is going to very subtly, like, make Tiamianos' rune on the side of this bar and, like, press her hand against it to just see if maybe this time she'll get it to click where it's like, okay, I won't do something nearly as far. It's literally just upstairs. Is this going to actually click this time for me as I focus on that?
All right, go ahead and make a roll to do.
Well, that should actually be a plus 7 on that blue because I have my normal... Oh, why did that drop down to 6 instead of 7? That's fine. Oh my god!
Oh,
You're like,
Oh.
maybe this time. And you carve it, and you kind of lean over so your head is near the rune, and you prick up your ears as loud as you can.
Table is made of lead.
Damn it.
Actually, this entire bar is. How did they break the window?
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
you
the
get
bricks. They're bricks of gold.
And you feel so hard. It's like right up there, but God, you think maybe you have something for a second, and then you quickly realize, like, no, that's just wishful that's me, like, literally imagining, because I so badly want this to work, and it just doesn't.
Going back to studying, I suppose.
And, can I have... Let's see. How do I want to do this? Can I have you all make a roll to die? West building explodes. Okay, should I even call for a roll here? Yeah, no, there is an interesting thing to be done here. Can I have... I guess I'm gonna say, so Thessia, you were focusing a little more on doing that. Orcris and Wither, can you give me rolls to die? Or, yeah, that's
hang on. Okay,
then-
that's roll to do. Okay, gotcha.
And then I wanted to give a
Roll
heads up.
to
I just switched my blue to 7 because that is where I was at
Yeah,
before, and I don't
that's
know
fine.
why. Yeah.
It probably got, like, unset, and then I was like, ah, fuck, Thessia was in blue, right? And reset it, and, like, didn't pick the right number or
That's
something.
okay.
Okay.
you gotta
Uh,
pick your roll. There you go.
And, actually, Wither, technically...
I'm stuck in purple.
No, you're not stuck in purple. You're allowed to dye yourself a different color, but I realized technically you can use Whispers of the Heart on Thessia or Orcris here if you want to.
Ooh, I suppose I can. Yeah, I think Wither might have noticed Thessia grumbling and humming and hawing, so... Give me your
So,
blue!
In that case, yeah,
yeah.
do you want to name and describe your blue for us?
Yeah, let me see where that information is. Blue is known as crystal clear. It's essentially the mental stat for Thessia, where she like locks in, pushes aside all emotion, and kind of numbs herself to hard focus on a task, usually relying more on the logical side of herself than the emotional.
Okay.
Now, and now that we've rolled to die, Wither and Orcris, can you give me a roll to do here?
Okay, one sec. I'm not locked into purple. I can't activate any of my God's Hands Be Guided when I'm not actively purple, can I?
You can get so you always get a 1d6 bonus if you're taking
gotcha.
if you're taking an action that is directly in towards your goal.
Yes.
You can get a 2d6 bonus if you are doing it while dyed purple.
Okay, so just the extra 1d6 on this, then you said roll to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Roll to 1d6.
Whoa, 16.
Okay. So Wither, at a certain point, while Thessia's kind of hunched over, concentrating on stuff, a sort of fairly short ashen complexion man in work clothes and an apron comes in and goes and gets the attention of the people sitting at the north side of the bar, and they share a little and some information gets telephoned down to these other two, and the man at the end reaches into his concealing robe and pulls out a small copper necklace and sets it on the bar, presumably by way of payment. And these three get up from their seats, and they move not hurriedly but decisively out.
Suspicious.
Looks down here.
Suspicion is the order of the day around these parts.
I don't look that suspicious. I'm just trying something here. Hold on.
They're gonna get up and go look at the copper necklace. Even if they haven't registered that it's for payment or whatever, they want to see it.
Yeah, you look down. It's the chain is copper, the necklace is as well, and calling it a necklace is almost perhaps a little generous. It is not fancy. It's basically it's a copper chain of small fine links, and then the piece hooked to the chain is it's like a little arch, upside down arch, singular piece of copper. Very flat, with some script on it, which probably you can roll to see if you can read it.
Ooh,
But-
okay. That's a roll to do?
Yes. Nope.
No.
And it's beaten, and the copper is the copper's it's not like fully stained, but it's got that kind of funk on it that like pennies do that develops from lots of hands holding it.
Patina.
Yes, there you are. I'll trade you a vivacious, whatever the word I used early in the session was that people remarked on. I'll trade you a vivacious for your patina.
Of course.
Here
yes.
at Dictionary City.
I think it was convivial or something like that.
Convivial, that's what it
Convivial.
was, yeah.
That was it.
And
I will pay for this using unanunium,
yeah.
actual element.
Me making up a new metal for Wolverine.
Unanunium is real though. Its element sign is 3 U's.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. As this guy's walking by, I'm gonna do like a quick check on my person, like nothing got nabbed, right?
Yeah, you feel around for a bit. No, it doesn't seem like it. You don't wear baggy clothes with a lot of pockets, so there's less for you to worry about, but yeah,
I'm also
no,
broke.
You didn't bring a lot. You didn't really bring anything that's not on your person to be stolen. You just recently gave away the one thing someone maybe could have pickpocketed off you, basically. Hey, family heirlooms, melted down for slag. Yeah, this guy walks by, and Thessia, can you give me a roll to do, please?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, this sort of slightly scrawny person in a blue cloak walks by, stops at the door, kind of looks back for a second, and sweeps his gaze around. You kind of get the momentary impression, Thessia, that their gaze lingers longer on you than anyone else, but that seems to be just for a moment. They move out as well.
I think I'm gonna let him get a bit ahead, and then I might tail after.
All right. So, here's what I have for you, friend and friends. We have had I've had, you wouldn't call him a regular customer, but every now and then we see him around here. I wouldn't say he riles people up, but he likes to talk around to some of the folks here who are down on their luck. Sometimes he'll get them in on a job. Most of the time they come back fine, not always. But you notice people like that when they, slowly pick away at your clientele over time. I don't know how many other watering holes he might be hitting up in the same fashion, but hasn't been a frequent enough thing for me to cause a fuss over it, 'cause he pays for his drinks and his information just like everyone else on the occasions he stops by. Bill's name is Glint. He's a sort of, he's an older fella, pretty big, good amount of muscle on him. I peg him as some sort of, I don't know, laborer, manual, probably something with the upper body, but he's getting on in years, so I can't imagine he's still doing that nowadays, but who can say? Anyway, fella does come in here every now and then, and I do happen to know that it's not uncommon when I happen to overhear or someone decides to barter me information about what becomes of those little errands he runs with people here. He's got no love for, his eyes wander over to Thessia. People of your means. And
Oh, who does?
he's got no... Hey! And even less love, certainly, for, the upper crust religious types. And I do know that he's had something bigger in the works lately. I don't know the details, but it seems to me it could fit the picture of what you're talking about. Something big and flashy and dangerous, a strike against someone who probably thought they were untouchable up there on their marble tower.
Well, that is fantastic. That is a wonderful starting point. I will have to look around, and rest assured, that wine will be coming to you very soon.
Lovely. You want a place to start? I believe I have seen him with, I've seen him... Yeah, I was thinking about whether I really know this for sure, and the answer is no, I don't. But I'll throw it in case it ends up being right. I could just about swear that one time he came in here, he paid for his drink, everything was as normal, that my cup was dirty afterward. He got some kind of... something pretty reddish on it. Could be silt from the foundation. Could be clay. Could be, something like that. And given his build, maybe he is still laboring. Maybe he works there up in the works or something. Or he knows someone who does.
Maybe I
Just a
stole a
hunch.
brick from him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would be pretty funny. The most innocuous NPC reveal. Guy who had brick stolen from him.
I'll be sure to give it back.
If you throw a brick at a man, he'll stop moving.
Well then. That is a splendid starting point. And with that, I believe our business here is concluded.
Lovely. I hope you all enjoyed your drinks. He looks at you, Thessia, who did not get to drink anything.
You know what? Maybe next time.
And how will the two of you be paying?
I paid for them.
Oh, I don't remember you saying anything about that. I don't remember me saying anything about that.
I look at my gifts. We had looked over and there was like a brick missing from the wall, right?
Yeah, well, they had, they had gotten jostled out of place. Orcris is going through a whole symphony of emotions over here.
I accidentally clicked the wrong one.
I think what Thessia can do is like, well, if you'd like, I noticed you had some trouble with your bricks. I might be able to fuse them so that you don't have to deal with that anymore.
But that's the name of the place.
Well, it makes them more secure. I'm not saying that we remove the charm of the mortar in between. I'm just saying that we secure them more so.
Yeah, at this age, it's annoying to have to walk over there every couple of days as they slowly slide or someone knocks them out of place. So you know what? Sure, go for it, kid.
Absolutely. And would this also cover my friend to the north, or would you like me to do that with another window?
You do the whole south set, I'll call it even.
Easy enough. Stands up, kind of dusts her hands, and she'll get to work, which is probably not hard.
No, nothing about this is challenging. You don't even have to roll for this.
Yeah. So
these are just clay bricks, and fusing them together is easy enough. And yeah, he watches the whole time. Some people do just live in different worlds, I guess.
Shrugs.
Well, thank you very much, miss.
Hey, thank you. I look forward to coming back sometime.
And it looks like you're in the clear, too. Are you done with that? He sees the pouring. It's going to take a while to evaporate. But it's going to be gone eventually if you don't drink it.
They will chug both.
Oh my god. That's 2/3 of a cup of wine. Are you okay?
Is your throat all right? Like, it just sounds painful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right.
Respect.
Once we get outside, I lean over. I don't know if you noticed, but there was an individual at the bar with us who, as they left, they seemed rather intrigued by me. I was thinking of pursuing. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, I'd love to pursue. I haven't stalked somebody in some time.
Okay, well... interesting.
It's been a while since I've done a good stalking.
Been a while since I followed you to an alley.
Yeah, I guess we'll just do our best to try and pursue that guy. He's probably got a bit of a lead, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, you can
Are
each give me...
we underground at this point?
Yes.
Well.
Yeah, so actually, no, yeah, it's only quote-unquote... The on-screenness is debatable, but you can use that ability for sure, yes. Because you haven't... I don't think you've gotten a chance to use it yet, have you?
In the game, yeah.
Oh, have you? Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, you used it once, but... Yeah, you command knowledge of the underground that would confound even the architects and shapers who built much of it. Once per session, you can suddenly enter any scene taking place underground through the use of some little-known passage or another.
That's so funny.
Wow, that is cool.
That's a very useful power. It's like
So first of all, Thessia and Orcris, give me a roll to do.
Sure. Yippee! Ooh, you were hungry for this stalking, weren't you?
It's been so long.
So, yeah, Thessia and Orcris, you both catch the tail end of this person's cloak as they're basically at the opposite end of a long drag of the underground, the part known as the Exchange, where people barter for that most unseemly and culturally inappropriate of things, currency. And oh, Aunt Lady's fainting bench.
Yeah.
Money.
Cash money. You catch them just in time, and with a little bit of a hustle, you're able to get to that bend and manage to keep a visual on them. And as you hustle there, you look back, and Wither's just gone. And it's like,
Wither?
Oh no.
He's fine. They're fine.
That doesn't change the fact that, like, this is a dangerous area, and they're so curious. I don't mean like they themselves are curious. I mean they draw attention because they are curious.
That's good.
Build a little character!
All right, let's go find them. Well, what are we going to do? Are we going to find them, or are we going to find your person?
Do we split up?
Do you think that you can find them? Or who do you think you're more likely to find, Wither or this person? I guess you would be more likely to find this person since I didn't see them.
That's true.
You stand there and momentarily debate this as the person starts to get, the person you're tailing starts to get further, and the situation grows more urgent. And then looking down the tunnel toward them, you just suddenly see Withers just like wanders into view, and then it's like, oh, this way, and wanders, and is just like 50 feet ahead of you somehow.
Scooby doing like between doors and alleyways, but like a ghost.
Okay, well, it just so happens we're going the same way.
All right, let's go.
You don't sound too enthused.
Well, it just takes all the fun out of stalking.
I mean, you're still doing it.
I kind of. All right.
Do you want to, hey, like,
give me,
puts a hand on his shoulder. Do you want to like stop and like let him get ahead a bit, or like would that help?
Just give me a tablet to read for when he turns around and I need to look inconspicuous.
Oh, here's the I hand him the one I got from Etria. Is this sufficient?
Yes, this will do.
Okay.
What is this?
It's all the evidence Etria gave me about the crime scene.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it actually might be interesting. It might distract you, honestly.
Oh, yes, you're right. I'll flip it over.
Well, I don't know. Hold on. Puts her hands up. I don't know if I want the general. Well, who's gonna? Fine.
No, I can keep it down.
Okay. You've done this more than me. You know what you're doing.
Makoto Persona 5 following you with a magazine. Yeah. You start getting further afield from the main drags. And not entirely outside of civilization yet, but definitely more to its fringes. And some of the tunnels start to look a little familiar to you, and you get a mounting sensation as you continue following, and inexorably it starts to appear as though the person's destination and Withers and yours is your tower.
Ooh.
Lol.
And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Get out of my tower. I'm killing people.
Oh, no, I hope he goes in.
Yeah, because I want to be at the top sitting on my throne and like, welcome to my lair.
Oh, I thought he meant my. I thought he meant my tower.
Yeah, not the pillar, the tower.
Yes,
tower,
yes.
You did mention it, didn't you?
I mentioned that it existed.
To
which
who?
is not enough to you.
You're like, not everybody's
were in the
powerful enough to
bar-
have a tower, blah, blah, blah.
But then he would be following us.
Well,
Well, that's fine. That's fine. We'll get him.
We'll get the details
Next time.
on beginning
On
of
Beginning.
Oh wait, beginning of the end.
which
Yeah.
is also has the acronym of BOAT.
I always call it Bodie.
Boat it.
BOAT.
All right, see you next time on Boat It.
Toodles.
Well, hello. Welcome back to the present, everyone. What could it mean? What waits for them there? Find out next week. Ooh. But first, there is some fan art I want to go over with everyone. Let me get to the right Firefox window real quick. Where are you? Where are you? Here we go. All right, so we've got a couple pieces this week. Thank you very much. First up from Pupcat Dude, a shaper shaped up. This is the today's lesson. Today's lesson at Shaper College. Use your hammer, hit stuff. Then we've got two from Pretty Poof. The Thessia reenacting the Ron Paul gif that used to be all the rage on the internet. Very funny with four hands. She can do the wave while also having two hands free still. Her manic eyes and the big smile. Really matching the energy of the original. A fine recreation. Thank you very much. And also from Purdy Poof, if Wither had a creepy smile pog, I've got news for you. First of all, thank you for the fan art, but I've got news for you. Wither does have a creepy smile pog. I actually don't know if we've seen it in game yet, but if you want to see it, all of Wither's the full icon set is on the Patreon for an amount suitable for a man of modest means. It was one of the first things that I posted were the full icon sets for all the PCs. And yeah, Wither has 4 or 5. It was in this session for 2 seconds. I see. If you check the tapes, you can find it, I'm sure. Thank you very much for the fan art. It's really cool to see the engagement. I appreciate it a lot. And we will be back next week, Wednesday again. Same time, 6 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/stabbiness. And, you know, since I mentioned the Patreon, I'd be remiss if I didn't go ahead and toss one more link in here. If you want bonus content, icons, specific characters, bashes of generics, concept art, lore posts, maps, mechanical stuff like gifts. There's a whole smorgasbord of extras on there if you're interested. You know, consider checking it out. Also consider joining the Stabbiness Discord if you're not already on there. That's where you can post fan art. That's where you can see announcements of the schedule and all the channels for talking about the shows on there. But yeah, Beginning of the End will return in The Spy Who Loved Me. Hope you're all hope to see you all back again next week. Good night, good evening, everyone. Oh, I was so close. I was about to say some variant of like something beginning your end, but no, I said no puns this week. We're not punning on the stream name, so you know, just have a normal evening. Begin and end things at a normal rate. Unaffected by any statements I might make in that regard. Yeah. Bye.